blessed in good company. Today we got two guests. Anthony Hampton, return guest. Melvin Jones, first time guest. Today we are shooting African American movies and African American TV shows. Or leads. The qualification is it has to have a main character that is African American or African American cast. You know how we're going to do it? We're going to draft it up. Melvin can go first, I'll go third.
Alright, so the first one I got, which is always a classic, which I feel is probably on everybody's list, is Friday.
Fair enough. That's very acceptable.
I'm going to say Friday, but I want to say this, just Friday. Because I feel like they lost something when they with the other ones.
Whoa. That's a hot take.
I don't know, that second one's kind of good.
The second one's a hit. It comes on BET all the time.
That magic was missing out with Tucker, and everybody can agree with that.
Mike Epps was hilarious.
I understand that, but Chris Tucker had that.
I hear you, Chris.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying the second one wasn't good. I am just saying Friday was it.
That's a callback from our movie series draft. We had Friday in there. That's a great series. It's got
It's a good series.
But the first one is a hit.
That first one is it.
But there's iconic characters in the other ones. Pinky, Baby D.
It's Pinky.
Yeah.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams in the what's that? The third one?
Yeah. Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
But did you hear about the fan theory?
Enlighten me.
So the fan theory is Rush Hour is a offshoot of Friday. Because if you think about it, Smokey has never actually gotten in trouble. He sold it, but never actually got in trouble. So the thing is, they said in Friday that his dad was a police officer. Might not live with his mom, but was a police officer. So he said he cleaned up his life, moved away, and that's how he became a detective.
That's interesting.
Because they never actually said Smokey's full name, real name.
Carter. It could be Carter. That's fair.
That's the fan theory.
Shout out to Rush Hour. They wouldn't make this because the main character is technically Jackie Chan.
Exactly. So, my first pick, Roll Bounce.
That's high. That's a reach.
We are young though.
Mouthful of silverware. That's a reach. Bow Wow. That's a reach.
I'm gonna go with that one. You have some classic.
I can respect it, but at the same time, I feel like your age shows in this.
Hey man, come on.
I'm just saying your age shows in this.
It was early.
It was
Very early. In that though, I'm not gonna act like I don't own it on DVD.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
I'm not gonna say I've seen it a few times, but I am just saying, as out of all the movies I was thinking of,
But to be honest,
that one first one popped.
that was probably one of the best movies where young people actually depicted what our parents grew up doing. Because when stuff got shut down for them, and they didn't have much going for them, they went to skate. And now, like even the younger generation, they still take it back to the Rican days where a lot of the elderly people still hang out to this day. And like, so when I was watching that movie growing up, my mother, like, she's laughed about, the long tube socks and everything, skating, and, only traveling with a pack of friends off like $5 inside your pocket and making it last.
Oh, so it's sentimental.
Yeah, sentimental.
That's fair.
Okay, that's very fair. I respect it.
They definitely still skate in Atlanta.
They still do it in Louisville, honestly.
Jack Harlow got a skating ring music video that's popular. I ain't been skating since middle school though. I ain't got the ankles for it no more.
Don't ask me to get out there.
I ain't got the knees for it.
I ain't
If
got
I
it.
fall,
If I fall, it's over. They got to call the ambulance.
Yep.
Everybody ain't gonna have fun skating if I fall. If I fall and people are laughing, ain't gonna be no more fun skating.
Like, why you skating around me? Go out.
Go ahead and call 911. Clear the floor.
Nah, I just never seen like tricking somebody.
Man, get out of here.
Hey. But in reality, back in middle school, I was the skater. I could skate backwards. When it was time to pick the girls to skate with you, they would always pick me because I could skate backwards and it's easy.
I wasn't much of a skater, but that's just where everybody hung out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Movies. Everyone went to movies, but you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got that much money, skating was like $5 to get in.
And $2, $3.
Yeah.
For my #1 draft pick, I'm taking Black Panther. It's an all-around black movie. It's full of African Americans, full of people from Africa. It might be the blackest movie on the list. It's a superhero movie. It defined a generation. People were going to that Wakanda forever. Like, it was consistent. People wanted to see that movie, and it was a great superhero movie. It was twofold. It was a great African American movie, and it was a great superhero movie.
Yeah, rest in peace, Chadwick.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Lion Kings was whooping our tail the second movie.
I ain't like the second one.
Hey, Namor was piecing us up. Like,
Yeah. It seemed a little.
that was disrespectful. Like, Killmonger just threw T'Challa off the cliff. He's like, I'm king now.
Michael B. Jordan.
But
That's a star. Michael B. Jordan is a star. Might be the greatest black actor of our generation.
Yes, he definitely was that. You know,
He's up there, man. He's the best African American.
I don't want to say best. Hang on, let me rephrase that. I'll take my back. I want to say he's the best. He is up there. Don't get me wrong. But I wouldn't say the best.
Name one better. I'll wait.
It's a Washington.
No, that's not our generation. He's way older.
Oh, in our generation.
He's way older than us. Yeah. In
I
our
said,
generation.
I said Chadwick.
to be honest with you,
He's got some hits.
to keep it a lean bean with you though, I ain't gonna lie to you. Jonathan Majors.
No, he's got 2 movies. No.
Oh, you.
On round 2 is TV series with main roles as African American actors. The first one that pops into my mind, I grew up with in West Philadelphia, born and raised.
On the playground is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air."
Hey, it's gotta be Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
That is
Absolutely.
Uncle Phil, Carlton, Hillary, Aunt Viv, both of them. Jeffrey, like, it was an iconic show. It had big feelings, big memories, big parts, big scenes. When Will was like, "Why don't he love me no more?" Like,
the
my
dad
gosh.
scene?
Yes. Powerful.
Feel like, ain't like I'm still 5 years old, Ain't like I'm gonna be sitting up every night asking my mom, when's daddy coming home, Who needs him? Hey, he wasn't there to teach me how to shoot my first basket, but I learned, didn't I? Hey, I got pretty damn good at it too, didn't I, Uncle Phil?
you did.
Got through my first day without him, right? I learned how to drive, I learned how to shave, I learned how to fight without him. I had 14 great birthdays without him. He never even sent me a damn card. To hell with him! I ain't need him then and I don't need him now.
Will.
Nah, you know what, Uncle Phil? I'm gonna get through college without him. I'm gonna get a great job without him. I'm gonna marry me a beautiful honey, and I'm having me a whole bunch of kids. I'm gonna be a better father than he ever was. And I sure as hell don't need him for that, because ain't a damn thing he could ever teach me about how to love my kids. How come he don't want me, man?
And then when his uncle came in, yeah, that was it.
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil.
Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Right.
For real.
You started that one off pretty heavy, so.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I'll see that. Just need one up there. Okay. I grew up with this one mainly because of grandma, all the other elderly people in my house. I'll have to say Good Times.
Okay.
Like, grew up watching that one, I'm like, okay, like, at first I'm like, man, it's just weird. But now, like, I'll sit back and I'll watch them, like, yeah, I enjoy it.
I give you that because when you're a kid, you really didn't get nothing at all. You're just like, just move away.
That's all people arguing about.
But like, it hits different when you're older, when you come back and watch something.
And then also, like, the references that go into a lot of today's actors, like, you know, the 3 dams. I'm just like, that's always hilarious now.
it's a good show for sure. It didn't resonate with me until I got older.
Yeah.
Because like
When I got older, that's when it really got me.
some of the like scenes were like powerful enough to actually be an impact. Like, oh, this is before it's not.
Mm-hmm.
People need to hear this now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good show.
It's good. Alright, I'm gonna go a little less serious. Kingdom Come.
Interesting.
Very, very interesting.
Interesting.
I gotta know why.
I just grew up with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were just funny to me.
They were hilarious.
They were hilarious.
It's all of that is on Netflix now. And if you watch it now, you're gonna be like, man, this did not age well.
No, none of them really did.
But it was funny at the time when
Yes.
we were growing up, for sure. Like, who loves orange soda?
Mm-hmm. But Kingdom
Yeah, I
Come,
love
you remember their offshoot show?
Yeah.
Where it's just them. That's
Just
the one
them.
I'm talking about. Not really all that. It's a good show. Yeah, it was a good show. So now we're going back to movies.
Yeah. Round 3, back to movies.
Okay, so there was that one. Now I'm going to get a little more serious. Baby Boy. What? What? Y'all didn't like Baby Boy? Come on.
I ain't lying to you. My beef with Baby Boy is Jody didn't do nothing. He didn't get much of a job. I mean, only thing he did was just.
He was literally a baby in his mom's house. Until he got choked out by Melvin.
That's why you liked it. Because his name is Melvin. That's why you liked it.
Look,
It was
It was pretty good though.
it was good, but it was like when you old, I'm like, this man do nothing productive. He just moved out the house, moved in with the
It's
vet.
an older movie that I like.
Yeah,
Lucky got punked out.
He did.
high key.
by
He got,
Snoop.
he got punked out more than once. In that movie.
Oh man.
My favorite scene of that is when they whooping them kids.
He
takes
Don't
them down.
Don't flinch.
It was
Don't flinch.
like I'm saying, like there was some pretty funny parts in that
I'm gonna show
movie.
you the one hit quit it.
But yeah, it was a. I still haven't figured out what kind of movie it is. Is it a comedy? Is it a drama? Is it a. What is it?
It was mostly a drama
That's interesting.
with some comedic breaks in between.
It plays on BET every week.
Okay, you can't just go off of what plays all the time.
It does play all the time.
But I'm just saying, but we can't do that. You said older movies or movies.
Oh,
period. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. That's.
Yeah.
I was hyping your pickup. Giving
Okay.
you some.
All right.
some-
Alright, so
I wouldn't have picked it so high, personally.
alright, so now we're back on movies. I'm gonna go back to childhood a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Space Jam.
Does it count?
Doesn't count.
Is Michael Jordan the main character in that movie?
Yeah.
That's a risk.
He is the main character.
This
He is
man
the main
was
character.
being chased by the All-Stars the whole time. Like,
I don't know. I guess when I think of black movies, I don't think that as like one of my things. Because to me, I think it's more of a cartoon. Like a cartoon movie. But that's just me.
It's a great movie.
It's a
Let's
great
not-
movie.
let's
Like,
not-
I'm not gonna. But I'm just saying my thought process of Space Jam, which again, you're young. That probably came out when you were
two. But also, look at the soundtrack. The soundtrack is really like,
Okay.
I Believe I Can Fly. It's
Go
in the
Yes.
soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay.
It's funny that Hampton would bring up a sports movie.
Okay.
When I think of black movies and sport
I know where
movies,
he going.
I'm going to Remember the Titans.
I know it. I knew that's where he was going with it.
Denzel, give me Coach Boone.
Yeah.
And it's
Everyone
definitely
wants
has a
Coach
lot of African American culture in it because it's talking about segregation
Mm-hmm.
and bringing integration back into schools where you have the white school and the black school come back together and they have the first football team that's amazing. Undefeated season. Great acting. Julius. Bertier. Like, amazing. I think Melvin posted on Facebook, like, all these ladies love Ryan Gosling, but don't forget he was a complete liability in the secondary.
Yeah.
Like, that movie is amazing. It's probably one of my top movies in general. So, but it's just powerful. When you think of African American movies and
I get that. I think that's when Or I could be wrong, but I think that's when Disney kind of went a little hard and paying for that one.
Oh yeah.
And I wonder how much did Denzel have to force their hand on it.
Hey,
That just makes me think, because you know Disney likes to be on the lighter side.
that was a powerful movie.
Yeah.
Definitely sparked some controversy, a lot of conversations that needed to be had.
Yep.
And I'm appreciative of that movie to this day. And as football players that all play football, you've had to have seen Remember the Titans.
Big facts.
Left side.
Strong side.
Come on, man. Work my butt off for the team.
What
team? Nah. I'm gonna get mine. Iconic lines.
You're Julius. Let's get some particulars and just get this over with, all right?
Particulars.
Yeah.
No matter what I tell you, you ain't gonna never know nothing about
Hey,
me.
listen. I ain't running any more of these 3 days, okay?
Well, what I got to say you really don't want to hear, because honesty ain't too high up on your people priority list, right?
Honesty? You want honesty? All right, honestly, I think you're nothing. Nothing but a pure waste of God-given talent. You don't listen to nobody, man. Not even Doc or Boone. Shiver push on the line every time, man. You blow right past them. Push them, pull them, do something. You can't run over everybody in this league. And every time you do, you leave one of your teammates hanging out to dry. Me in particular.
Why should I give a hoot about you? Huh? Or anybody else out there? You want to talk about a waste? You the captain, right?
Right.
Captain's supposed to be the leader, right?
Right.
You got a job?
I have a
you
job.
been doing your job?
I've been doing my job.
Then why don't you tell your white buddies to block for Red better? Because they have not blocked for him worth a plug nickel, and you know it. Nobody plays, yourself included. I'm supposed to wear myself out for the team? What team? No. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look out for myself, and I'm going to get mine.
See, man, that's the worst attitude I ever heard.
Attitude reflect leadership, Captain.
Back to me, and this is round 4. We are on sitcoms or
Or
Either or.
TV shows.
TV shows, sitcoms. I'm going a different world.
Okay.
Dwayne Wayne, Whitney Gilbert, iconic. The end of the road scene at the last episode. Also, Boys and Men is my favorite group, so.
That's true.
But it shows what college was like at a HBCU.
Yeah.
Let people know. I always wanted to go to an HBCU because of that.
All right. I'm gonna have to go with My Wife and Kids.
Interesting.
I like,
It is interesting.
Kyle.
yeah, Michael Kyle. Like,
Gina. Is her name Gina in there? No, she's Gina in the other show. Yeah, they ain't gotta say the show's name because it's an amazing show.
she was, I think she was Kate or something.
Find out.
Yeah. But no, like, the lessons I was like every episode was like a new lesson, whether if it was pertaining to the oldest daughter, Junior having to go through his elders, like the transition from them being like kids, teenagers, and even like making some adult decisions while they're teenagers, like when basically Junior got kicked out by the dad, and the dad was like, wait a minute, I'm kind of regretting this because now my son's living in this one bedroom apartment with a tub as a bed, thinking that he's a grown man, but that's not, what really makes a grown man grown.
They had good life stories in there.
Yes, something
It was a good family atmosphere too.
Yeah.
So that also helped.
Her name was Jay.
Jay and Kyle.
I'm gonna go old school still. I'm just feeling old school with it.
Okay.
Family Matters.
It's a rare condition. Hey, that's a hit.
Yeah.
Might be one of the best underrated theme songs.
Yes.
Steve Urkel. Did I do that? That's a hit. That's a good show.
It's Stefan.
Stefan.
Yep.
Eddie, Waldo.
But that also shows how you can play two different characters in the same kind of scene and not miss a stride.
He was more talented than people gave him
Yeah.
credit for.
Give him a lot of credit for him.
It's a good show, for sure. Another wholesome family show.
Yeah.
It's good that getting to see that portrayed in a black family that isn't always portrayed.
Yes.
Like that has a mother and a father and a full family.
And full family, and like I also liked it because like some of the shows that were coming out, like it was always like the black family struggling, always.
Yes.
But this was like somewhat successful family. It was showing like they still got struggles too.
And it also showed like
It just wasn't giving off stereotypes of like
dad not there, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, this dad's a cop.
yes.
Like amazing. Good representation. That's what makes it great. For round 5, it could be a mix of TV series or movie.
Best man.
To keep it honest with you, man, I cried after he put his wife in the ground. Like he was like trying to keep. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the last one, the newest one.
I'm talking about the original.
You're talking about the first one.
I'm talking about the original.
You're talking about Best Man Holiday. That was tough.
I was like, I can't.
Sheesh. That's my sister's favorite. Shout out Jasmine Sweat. Best Man. Yeah.
Best Man.
Shoo.
So many lessons.
Shoo. Shoo. All-star cast.
All-Star cast.
Morris Chestnut. Tay
Up
Diggs,
and down. All of it.
Nia Long. Like,
It's a good. It was a very good cast. And
but
like,
the story.
the story.
The story and the lessons.
You found out your your best man was with your wife
It
before you
wrote
married
a
her?
book about it.
Wrote a book about it. You're reading the book. Like,
Just sitting there.
I'm a
mad.
support. I'm a support. Read your book. Psych.
Mhm.
This is what I found out. And then at the bachelor party, you got to put hands on him.
Yeah. Whooped him bad.
Terrence Howard, hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey, Terrence, it's like they just cast him like, hey, just be
You.
you. Just do you.
Do you. Have fun.
Don't take it.
He
over.
gives some of the best looks. If you like all the like scenes that are serious, if you look at his face, you'll start laughing. Because he's like, oh, you got it?
Yeah. Man, now I really can go back and watch it.
This one here, I'm biased because, you know, I'm a coach, and when I think about strong coaches,
You got me.
when I think about strong coaches, I'm like, you know, like we're already few far in between when it comes down to coaches.
Yeah.
So with this
Here's where
one,
you're going with this.
Coach Carter.
To the baseline.
Yeah.
To the baseline.
To the baseline, yeah.
Mr. Cruz. I love that movie.
Because I feel like with every athlete in that story, like they have a story, and you.
It was a
play-
whole bunch of sub stories.
Yeah, like
I liked it.
and you play a role as a coach in everyone's sub story. Whether at first you were the coach that made everybody run hard, and then now you're watching them get signed to the college, or you're encouraging them how to become a better man. Because Carter's whole thing was, I came to teach boys, and y'all became men. And-
Respect.
And now that I'm coaching, I'm like, man, like it seems like it just still keeps on going. Like, it's continuous, like watching, you know, every athlete has their own story, and while you affect them, how you can instill discipline. And even sometimes the parents will look up to you more and be like, you know, like, I love what you're doing with my son. I love what you're doing with the kids. I want you to keep going. So, like I say, I'm biased because I coach football and track, so.
Yeah.
Me and Townsend coached a upward basketball team a couple years ago. And every time we'd get to practice, it'd be like, to the baseline. And I'll tell you, at the end of the season, we were getting ready to have practice, and one of the kids goes, to the baseline. And I'm like, all right, you got it. You figured it out.
Last season, man.
Then I guess we'll have new leading scorers this season, huh? Now, I cannot teach you the game of basketball until your conditioning is at a level that allows me to do so. Gentlemen, report to the baseline. To the baseline!
But, yeah, man, Coach Carter was amazing.
Yeah.
That's a Samuel L. Jackson.
Side question: did they know where that? Where
No, that's what makes it even funnier. They did not know where it came from. Me and Townsend used to joke on to the baseline.
My favorite scene out of that movie is when he was having a meeting with all the parents.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, why does my kid have to wear a vest or I'm sorry.
Shirt and tie.
Yeah, sports jacket and tie on game day.
And then sitting in the front row classes, and even like one parent was like, ties ain't cheap, and like he was like, Goodwill's like the next
They're
block
like
over.
What do you say? Like 10 cents a tie?
Yeah, he was like, we too good enough for Goodwill. We're in Richmond. I'm like,
Rich what?
Richmond. Well, I feel like you about to pull out some goofy stuff.
I feel like he about to pull something out. It's like he gonna pull out a hot.
It's definitely a show,
Okay.
and we've been on a powerful roll. So let's ease it up a bit.
Okay.
With is this our final pick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My final pick.
Okay. Are you sure you're gonna go with the final pick?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little different than both of these genres, but it's in there somewhere.
Okay.
Give me Chappelle Show. Chappelle Show. Chappelle Show.
I gotta give it to you. It's iconic.
It is very
Iconic.
Yeah.
Would not make it today though.
Yeah.
He said,
Tragic how it ended.
yeah.
They literally paid that man to just go up and just do your own skits and just have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing as requesting good company is. Same thing. Things that you talk about in group chats. That's what the Chappelle Show is.
Literally. That is just.
But it was his imagination.
Chappelle's
is
show is just
crazy.
Chappelle's show just a weak group chat. That's it.
Crazy.
No holds bars, but elite.
That's why I say it wouldn't make it today.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way you could play that today. People would be
Not
butthurt and
Yeah.
bro, he did I'm not gonna say what skit he did, but he's done some crazy skits. Clayton Bigsby.
Are you talking about the Bixby? The
No.
deleted scene?
That one's wild. The lost episodes, the Charlie Murphy.
The one I think of the most is what is it, White Swap or something like that?
Your lightsaber. Like
Yeah. It's like
and the little kid's like
there's a trend, but you done scorched the earth.
Got the kids in do rags and what?
and then the funniest part of that is when he drops the kid off in the hood and he's like get your ass out the car. Like, hey man, there's so many. The Player Haters Ball,
Yeah.
Buck Nasty, like, just funny, stomach hurting, funny. I remember staying up to try to watch it. At 10 o'clock, it came on Comedy Central, and I would be up watching it, just so that the next day when everybody's talking about school, I can
You can join in.
join in.
Yeah.
There's no way I would let my kid today watch this, but not till at least 16.
I used to sneak off and like watch like Family Guy.
Boondocks. You're wild.
Hey, my first.
Boondocks. That could have made the list. Yeah.
We want to thank you guys for being on Requesting Good Company.
That's right.
We're always requesting good company.